Welcome, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. If you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. If you're tuning in via my podcast, I also want to say welcome. Today, we are doing the daily vibration for January 4th, 2020. We're 4 days into the new year, and we are vibrating on the number 9 today, which is all about completion, okay? But before we jump into today's vibration, I do want to remind you guys that I do go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. You guys can find me on the number 4 Your Inner Voice on YouTube if you're tuning in via the podcast. If you're tuning in via YouTube, you can come on and join us on Friday nights at 8:30, okay? Not to mention my lovelies, that these daily vibrations are posted every morning at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have a special going on this month for the celebration of the channel, so you can get a 30-minute reading/coaching session with me for a donation of $31.73. If you are tuning in via YouTube, you can find all of the links and the information in the description box of how you can make your donation and set up your appointment. Okay, now last but not least, I do have 3 classes up and coming. Okay, so we have the 13-week class coming back again for the second semester, the second cycle. Okay, and here we learn all about self-mastery. We learn what your triggers are, we learn how you can reprogram yourself, and you learn how to master your emotions, as well as how to master your life to be able to manifest the things that you desire to experience, the relationships you desire to experience, the job, whatever it is that you want to experience. You have the power to do so. Okay, you just need to reprogram and reframe, maybe, and shift the paradigm that you have been operating in. Okay, so the 13-week program is going to be back at the end of the month. That is going to be for 13 weeks. That's going to be for a donation of $233. Then I have 2 classes coming up. The first one is how to intuitively trust your intuition and speak to your guides, your ancestors, your higher self, and your angels. Okay, that is going to be for a donation of $125. And then we also have how to read your tarot deck. Okay, you will be going through 78 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, and you will learn how to intuitively read the cards by image, by how you're feeling your body, by your intuition. So we'll go through all the suits and all the cards, and you learn within 5 weeks how to be able to trust yourself as you are doing readings. Okay, that is also going to be for a donation of $125 for the 5 weeks. Okay, how you can submit your donation is in the description box below via YouTube, and if you're tuning in via the podcast, I will give you all of that information at the end. Okay, now, and keep in mind that we are in Capricorn season. Okay, so we are going to be starting off with the wisdom for Capricorns in this particular daily vibration. But before we do so, let's talk a little bit about the number 9. Okay, the number 9 is all about completion. Now, you guys know that we talk about every day when we do these dailies that your intuition is available to you all day, every day. Okay, so if we're dealing with completion, and we're also dealing with intuition, if you're trusting your intuition today, if you're tapping into your intuition today, you could see some things being completed, or some cycles being completed, or some epiphanies happening today that's going to cause some completion in your life. You could see that you're surrendering more and releasing the things that no longer serve you. Okay, so you want to be mindful that your intuition is available to you all day, every day, and it is up to you whether or not you are going to interact with that part of yourself. Okay, so be mindful of that. Now, also today, as we are vibrating on the number 9, I want you guys to be mindful that today we're vibrating also on being able to solve problems. So problem solving is going to be in the ear today, as well as being able to learn to say no today. You know, sometimes that's required. Sometimes it's required to learn how to say hell no. How about that, guys? Right? Seeing from a higher perspective is in the atmosphere today. Communication is key today. We've been talking about communication all week. So communication is key today. Okay, using your throat chakra is going to be important today. Know that we're operating with magnetism energy. So whatever feel is, or whatever feelings you're putting out in the atmosphere today is going to be magnetized. So be mindful about that. Forgiveness is in the atmosphere today, as well as divine wisdom. Okay, now on the lower vibrational end of the number 9 today, you do have to pay attention to that disconnected feeling or disconnected energy. Lack of focus may be in the atmosphere today, as well as lack of concentration, and selfishness may be in the atmosphere today, okay? So pay attention as you're moving throughout your day. You could be the one that's operating with the lower vibrational energy, or you could be interacting with others that's operating in those energy, okay? Keep in mind that you have the power to change states at any time. You can't be happy and sad at the same time, okay? This spiritual walk, or this I want to say this awakening, or this process of knowing yourself and mastering yourself, it is exactly that. It is a process. It is something that you have to be consistent with. You just can't pick it up today, put it back tomorrow, pick it up today. Don't do anything about your growth for a month and then come back in a month and think that, why haven't I grown? Like, it doesn't work that way. Consistency is going to be key as you're moving through mastering yourself and awakening to your true self, okay? And your true powers that dwells within, okay? So let's start off with my wonderful Capricorn today. Today we are using the Heal Yourself reading deck, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, this deck is by Enya Siegel, okay? Let me just show you guys who are tuning in via YouTube. And we're going to start off with Capricorns today. Just the healing message for Capricorn today. Today, you guys have the number 9 card. How teachable are you? And remember, we're talking about the number 9 is all about completion, right? How teachable are you? This is asking you to learn from your experiences and apply the lessons that you've learned, okay, as you move forward, okay? So apply what you've learned, okay? You have the option, my wonderful Capricorns, to go with your ego, right? Or go with your higher vibrational self. That's what it's asking you to do today. Go with your higher vibrational self, not so much your ego. And I think I talked about that in yesterday's daily vibration for the Capricorns. You don't want to take the knife and kind of like ram it and push it in and pull it up and then pull it back out again and push it in and twist it some more. That might not be necessary today, my wonderful Capricorns, okay? Now, for my wonderful Virgos, you guys have the soulmate energy popping up today. And when the soulmate energy pops up, my wonderful Virgos, this is saying that you need to open your heart up to sacred love, okay? Which really means that if you want real love and true love to come in, you are going to have to be able to heal as well as to be vulnerable, okay? Just so you know, Virgos, all right? My wonderful Taurus, today you have beauty popping up, okay? And when beauty pops up, it's asking you to be able to see the beauty in all things, even the things that you're afraid of, or even the things that you feel insecure about, okay? If you tap into the beauty of all things and understand that beauty really is based on your perception, okay, you can go a long way today, my wonderful Taurus, okay? Look at what you already have, Taurus, right? Look around at what you already have, and sometimes what you have, you can create a mosaic, beautiful masterpiece out of broken pieces. Beauty really is in the eyes of the beholder. So what are you beholding, my wonderful Taurus? Okay, now we're going to jump into my wonderful water signs, starting off with Scorpios today. And Scorpios, your message is sadness, which is a number 5 card, and that's all about change. Number 5 is all about change. So when this pops up, this is asking you to deal with the parts of yourself, my wonderful, wonderful Scorpios, that may be saddened, okay? Now, I know it's the holiday season, right? I know that a lot of people may be going through things, may have had a very difficult time, you know, maybe with in-laws and family members, okay? Now, what this card is saying is just open up your heart, right? Okay, I'm going to read you the meaning, my wonderful Scorpios. It says here, it is easy to swallow your sadness and hide behind a fake smile, okay? Yet sadness can open the doors to your heart and help you access compassion. Now, sometimes we have a lot more compassion for others than we have for ourselves, my wonderful Scorpio. So try to open up your heart today and have a little bit more compassion for yourself. See past your hurts, you know. And how do you see past your hurts? You see past your hurts by, one, being able to forgive and being receptive to love and knowing that you are worthy of love, right? Everybody's worthy of love, including you, Scorpios, okay? All right, my wonderful Pisces, you guys have the hole in the soul today. And when the hole in the soul pops up, which is also the number 36 card, 36 equals 9, which is all about completion. When the hole in the soul card pops up, it is asking you to take a look at maybe your childhood, maybe even some issues with your parents that may come up today that you may have to deal with, or maybe some issues from the past that you may have to circle back and deal with today, Pisces, okay? Now, Cancers, today is asking you to be mindful of your pride, okay? You just want to be mindful of your pride, my wonderful Cancers, or you guys could be interacting with someone that's very prideful today. So be mindful about that. Remember, communication is key this week. We're dealing with throat chakra work, which is Mercury. Mercury's all about communication, right? Remember, your words, your vibration, they are sound. You're putting that sound and that vibration out into the ethers, out into the atmosphere. That in which you are seeking, my wonderful, wonderful Cancers, is also seeking you. So remember that, okay? Communication is going to be key. Now, okay, we got 3 cards popping out here. Okay, so my wonderful Libras, we're doing air signs now. Libras, you got the victim consciousness card popping up, and this is asking you to pay attention to your role and the part that you play in how situations are unfolding in your life. This is asking you to take accountability for your role in things, okay? My wonderful Libras, that's going to be key today, all right? Gemini, today you guys are dealing with self-love. You're going to have to open up and love on yourself today, my wonderful Gemini. Remember, communication is key, so ask for what you want, okay? Now, my wonderful Aquarius is asking you to have faith, okay? And Aquarius, you're going to have to change your perception on some things today. See things unfolding and having the experience you desire. Don't see it from what you fear, but see from what you desire to experience from a happy or higher perspective, okay? All right, last but not least, my wonderful fire signs, we do have Leos. Leos, today, your wisdom is asking you to take off the mask, okay? Be honest with yourself and take off the mask. Be honest with others to communicate really what's going on and take off the mask, all right? Sometimes we pretend that we're happy and we're not. Sometimes we would pretend that we're sad about something when we're really not sad about it. We're happy. Sometimes we are not taking accountability, maybe why we're not happy. Okay, so take the mask off today, Leo, and be able to communicate clearly, not just with others, but with yourself today, okay? Now, Sagittarius, you guys have temptation popping up today. Now, temptation could be either you tempted to curse somebody the hell out today, or you're tempted to do things today that's not with integrity, okay? So this card is popping up is asking you to tap into your higher self and what's best for your greater good, and not to fall so much back into old ways of your past, okay, my wonderful Sagittarius? Alrighty, Aries, you guys have the number 1 card, which is all about selling out, okay? Now, are other people's opinions becoming more important about than your opinions of yourself, my wonderful Aries, okay? Your integrity is going to be at play right here, so your inner strength has to arise. You may feel like you're being tested today, Aries, but stand in your truth, okay? This is an opportunity for you to move, not just from a perspective of fear, but from a greater perspective of love, okay? If you fear something and that's what you're focusing on your fears, my wonderful Aries, that is what's going to manifest, okay? Just keep that in mind, all right, my love? So, today, once again, is January 4th, 2020, and we are vibrating on the number 9, okay? Keep in mind that it's all about being able to pay attention to your intuition today, as well as being able to solve problems, okay? Learning to say no is also going to be key today. Believing and looking at things from a higher perspective is also going to be key today as you communicate your wants and your needs. Remember, magnetism energy is in the atmosphere today, so whatever you're focusing on, you're giving a lot more energy to it, and you're magnetizing that energy, okay? Forgiveness is also at hand today, as well as divine wisdom. Lower vibrational end today, you may feel disconnected energy, lack of focus, lack of concentration, or maybe even selfish energy in the atmosphere today. So choose wisely what energy you're going to allow yourself to interact with today, okay, my lovelies? Now, remember that we go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so join us on YouTube, all right, as well as my love, this month's special for readings is $31.73, celebrating all 3,173 subscribers. All right, you guys can find the information in the description box below on YouTube of how you can get a personal reading / coaching session with me. And then don't forget the classes. We got the 13-week class coming up for a donation of $233. We also have the class for your intuitive, how to read your tarot card intuitively. That is coming up also. That's a 5-week class. You will learn how to read we're doing the Rider-Waite tarot deck. You're going to learn how to read the cards, not just intuitively, but paying attention to what's going on in your body as you're reading the card. You're going to get a clear clarification of what each card means and what they represent, maybe from a planetary standpoint of view. So we're really going to get into those cards. Okay, so just be mindful of that. That is going to be for a one-time donation for the 5 weeks of $120. Not to mention how to trust your intuition and speak to your angels, your guides, your higher self, your and your ancestors. Okay, that is also going to be a 5-week program, and you guys can submit a donation for the 5 weeks totaling $125. Okay, all right, my lovelies, I think that is it, right? Check out the description box below for all of the links to my podcast, my lovelies, if you're tuning in via YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you, so do something kind for yourself, loving yourself today. It's the new year. Okay, I don't know about New Year's resolutions, guys, but I know more about you making the lifestyle change within self that you need. So not just this new year, but every new year, okay, or every new you, you can evolve to be the best person that you are and really tap into your powers, okay? So on that note, my loves, I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, my lovely.